there, I'm Megan and I am currently 38 weeks pregnant with our second child. This will also be my second C-section, although the first time was unplanned, so my hospital bag didn't reflect that I was going to have a C-section, whereas it does this time now. And I definitely feel a little bit more calm and confident about what I want to bring with me to the hospital. So I figured I'd make a video walking you through what I'm bringing with me to the hospital for my second C-section. I'm going to go through my bag as well as the baby's bag. I'm not going to go through my husband's bag because that's his job. He's going to pack that and pack snacks, so I don't have to worry about it. I do want a disclaimer that if you are a first-time parent or someone who is kind of researching what you need in your hospital bag, I know it can get a little overwhelming. So I would say be reassured that the hospital will ultimately have the true necessities for giving birth and having a newborn baby. They will provide a lot for you. What I like to bring with me to the hospital is for added comfort. And as a second-time mom, that's really what I'm prioritizing. I know the things I did and didn't like from the hospital and what really made my experience more comfortable and enjoyable. I'll also be linking to everything I mentioned in this video, so check the description box if you want to find the exact link to what I am bringing and have packed with me to the hospital. Okay, let's start by focusing on what I'm bringing for me and specifically clothing, because I do have opinions on that. While of course you can absolutely labor in the hospital gowns and many people enjoy that experience, I found that I really enjoyed wearing my Freedom Mom delivery gown last time. I had an unplanned C-section the first time and I was able to wear it during the C-section. It was great for immediate skin to skin, for getting the medicine for the C-section. I actually wore it like the whole first day after the C-section. So I did get another one. I tend to throw these out after they've been delivered in because they served their purpose, but I am bringing the Freedom Mom delivery gown to have the C-section in again. And then as far as other clothes, I'm a big fan of just wearing pajamas and lounge clothes, especially recovering from a C-section. I don't really want to wear too many waistbands, so I will probably wear that delivery gown the first day. And then I also have a long sleeve pajama nightgown from Cozy Earth. This is extremely soft and will be great for another nightgown option when I'm ready to maybe wear some more lounge clothes and pants. I also have a Cozy Earth little pajama set. Again, very comfortable, very stretchy, oversized so that I don't feel constrained. And those will be kind of the main things I wear while I'm at the hospital doing the C-section recovery, taking care of a newborn. I also have a going home outfit. So this is also from Cozy Earth. It's a little lounge set, so I could of course wear it in the hospital. It's a little wide leg pant, a tank top, and then a little sweatshirt. We are having our baby in January, so that's kind of why we're doing a little bit more cold weather friendly outfits. Although I do live in Texas, so it's really not going to be that cold most likely, but those are kind of the main outfits I'm bringing. I am not bringing anything super aesthetic, just something comfortable, easy for breastfeeding, easy for C-section recovery. I'm also bringing a robe, especially for the first couple days where I'm wearing nightgowns and pajamas and I'm trying to start walking the halls of the hospital to recover, or we have visitors. It'll just be nice to be able to throw on a quick robe. And then I am bringing a nursing tank top as well, just to be able to have underneath, or maybe layer with something else in case I'm getting hot, or just kind of want the option of a nursing tank so I can feel supported without necessarily wearing the full bra. But speaking of bras, I am of course bringing actual nursing bras. So I have a couple different types here I'll show you. So the first kind of bras I'm bringing are your classic nursing bra. I have two different brands. This one is the Kindred Bravely. I can't remember all these brands, but it'll all be linked below. This is another brand. Those are just from Amazon. So these are your classic nursing bras. I'll probably wear those a lot during the day. And then I also wanted something a little bit more comfortable for sleeping in. So these I got from Target. And we'll see how those go. But again, just an option for support that's easy for breastfeeding and latching and figuring all that out. When it comes to clothing, I'm also bringing some undies. Now, a lot of people love what the hospital gives you, the mesh underwear. I didn't love them last time because I just didn't really want to wear a pad. If you don't know, when you have a C-section, you still bleed just as much because you like the blood comes from your placenta wound, not necessarily how you delivered. So you do want to be prepared for a lot of bleeding, at least at the very beginning. So you can absolutely just do what the hospital provides you. I am bringing some other options just to give me options for comfort. And you'll see I'm actually bringing a couple of different varieties, and we will see what I enjoy in the hospital. I'm happy to do a follow-up video postpartum about what I actually used and liked. So if you would be interested in that, definitely leave a comment below so I know to make that video. But when it comes to the options I'm bringing, I am definitely bringing adult diapers. These are the Depends brand. These are very nicely packed in the Ziploc bag, so I'm not gonna unzip this. But I used these last time. I really loved them. Personally, I felt like this was much easier to keep myself clean with than trying to do pads, but a lot of people feel very strongly the other way. But I'm gonna bring these, and then my thing that I'm gonna experiment with is actually Thinx underwear, which are meant for periods, but they also have the purpose of postpartum. So these are some really high-waisted Thinx heavy-duty underwear. So I'm really curious to see how these go. I've actually never even used Thinx before, but this was something I thought made a lot of sense and might be comfortable. So I'm excited to try these out and see if I like them postpartum. I have heard from a couple of other people that they are great to eventually move into, but might not be quite heavy duty enough at first. So I can keep you updated if you're curious. I'm also bringing some grippy socks. I really am a comfort person, so I'm bringing some fuzzy socks that have grippies on the bottom. I think this is really great for like pre-surgery, post-surgery, especially C-section. You can't really move around. But once you can start walking around and start trying to exercise more or walk the hallways after your C-section, I do recommend some non-slip shoes. These are some very comfortable, I think they're just from Amazon, slip-on slippers. And I really enjoyed having these with me last time, so I'm gonna bring these again. Another thing that's super helpful with C-section recovery in particular is having a belly band, belly binder. They have a million different names. Hopefully your hospital will give you one, mine did at least, but they're not gonna be very strong. So I will probably use the belly band that the hospital gives me immediately, like right after surgery, because I remember mine last time got really bloody and gross. So I'll probably use the hospital one just immediately right after surgery. And then once I'm feeling like I'm ready for more support, I am gonna bring this belly binder I used in postpartum once I was home last time. This one in particular is like 2 pieces because your C-section incision is so low. I found that a lot of them didn't go low enough. I'm very tall, so I have a long torso. It's like an elaborate Velcro belly binder thing. Again, I will link to it in the description, but I'm gonna bring this one with me to the hospital because I don't care if it gets gross. I've used this one plenty. It is well loved. I know it works. I do actually have a different brand from like a nicer one, like I think it's Belly Bandit brand that I'm keeping at home that I'm going to try once I get home and I'm a little bit more ready for something more intense and something new. This at least is something stronger that I can adjust that I know will work right away. And if I end up needing to toss it, I don't care because it got plenty of use. Definitely bringing an eye mask. I sleep with an eye mask at home a lot too. It just really helps me decide that I'm gonna go to bed instead of staying up late. But in the hospital in particular, you never know what the lighting is gonna be like. Nurses come in around the clock and check on you or check on the baby so they can turn on lights, and it can just be not the easiest place to sleep. I found that an eye mask made a big difference last time, so definitely bringing that again. Something new I'm bringing is this C-section pillow. It's actually meant to go for a seatbelt, and you can get on Amazon. They even advertise it for other abdominal surgeries, but you know, the lap band of a seatbelt is right where your incision is. So it can be really uncomfortable on your ride home or when you're recovering from your C-section. So I'm definitely gonna bring this with me so that I have it for the ride home from the hospital, but I'm also gonna bring it into the hospital room because when you're recovering from your C-section, coughing, laughing, and sneezing is very painful for a while. And so one of the best things you can do, and that you'll be told to do, is to take a pillow and press it on your incision when you're laughing, coughing, or sneezing to kind of counteract that movement. I found when I had just like my normal pillow, it wasn't enough support. So I'm really hoping that this specifically sized pillow will give me a lot more direct support, but I don't know, haven't used it yet. So we'll find out, but I'm hoping that it will help. While we're on the topic of C-section recovery, there is some medication I'm bringing in particular to help, which is Gas-X. I did not have this last time, and when you have a C-section, you tend to have a lot of abdominal gas pain, and it's like trapped gas from, I guess, having your abdomen open. I don't really even know, but it's one of the most painful parts of immediate recovery. So I was told to bring Gas-X this time to see if it can help. So again, don't know for sure, but I'm definitely bringing it to give it a shot. Quick tip, don't drink from straws when you're recovering from postpartum because it will only make that air sensation worse. So I'm definitely bringing Gas-X, and then regardless of how you're delivering, highly recommend having Colace. Some people in my comments on TikTok also told me just taking Miralax after is great too. But if you know, you know, the first bowel movement postpartum, post-baby is very difficult. I found it extremely painful and uncomfortable. So I have actually started taking Colace already leading up to my surgery just to kind of help make things easier. And then I'll probably increase the dose after I have the baby, just to try to make that a little bit better. And then speaking of medication, I take a lot of supplements right now. And this is like a gigantic rainbow colored set I got off of Amazon. I tend to be more motivated to take all of my supplements when they're gummies. I'm like a child. And so it takes like a big pill case to hold them all. But so I use these like all the time at home. So I'll just pack these at the last minute, throw them in my bag, depending on when, well, we know when my C-section is, but I'll just throw them in for like 4 days worth in there. So I like that it has all my AM supplements and then my PM supplements. So I'll be tossing those in kind of at the last minute. I also have my cosmetics bag and my makeup bag. I just always travel with these specific cases, so I just found it easier to just pack them again. I'm not going to go through every single thing I'm bringing. You know what cosmetics you need. Naturally, the zipper is like broken. There we go. But it's just travel size versions of everything I use. I did feel like last time I didn't really prioritize washing my face and taking care of myself, so I want to make a bigger effort to do that this time around. And then this is just my makeup bag. I will probably put makeup on one time, but I'm just going to bring this whole thing anyways. Again, it's just packed already. It's easier to just throw it in. So that's everything I'm bringing for me. Let me walk you through baby's bag now. Okay, so baby's bag is already packed. This is our favorite diaper bag, and it's fully loaded. So before I actually dig into what's inside, I'll show you what's on the outside. So first we have a portable sound machine. Love this. It's the exact same one we used all the time with our daughter Kelly. Eventually we'll put it on the car seat. It will go everywhere with us. There's also this little pacifier carrying case. It's all black, so I don't know if it blends in too much, but we do have 2 different types of pacifiers in here so we can see which one the baby likes. And then over here I actually have my water bottle. Like I said, you can't really drink from a straw, and yet the hospital gives you a cup with a straw. Like, they're not the ones who tell you not to do that. Anyway, so I got a water bottle. It's my favorite brand, Simply Modern, whatever it's called. And it doesn't have a straw. So that'll be my main water bottle while we're at the hospital. Now, let me show you what's actually inside. Okay, let's talk about the clothes that I'm bringing for baby boy. I am not the most aesthetic person. I just want to have some comfortable options for him. So I am bringing 2 different long sleeve onesies, 2 short sleeve onesies, especially even though it'll be cold, you know, you're trying to keep them awake while they're learning to breastfeed. So I remember really liking the short sleeve bodysuits last time, 2 little pants, and then 2 zipper pajamas from our favorite brand, Little Sleepies. They're super, super stretchy. So I'm bringing newborn because even if he happens to be bigger, these are stretchy enough that he will still fit in them. Then I'm bringing like 1 little cute outfit matching set that was gifted to us by my sister, which is from that same company, Little Sleepies. It's a dinosaur onesie pajama, but then it also has a matching swaddle and hat. So that way, if I want to take like a cute announcement photo of him, we can do that. This might be his going home photo, going home outfit. So we'll see, but that's kind of the one like planned outfit. Everything else is mainly about function, which is how I operate. I'm not going to take all these out, but we also have socks, hats, and mittens, just a couple of options. One like winter hat for when we're going home in case it happens to be cold that day. And again, the rest are just very simple, like from Amazon, cotton, mittens and hats. Okay, let's talk blankets and swaddles. Now, you can absolutely just use the blankets the hospital gives you. I'm 99% sure that's all we did last time with our daughter with Kelly, and it was totally great. I just now have opinions on swaddles that I didn't have then. So I am going to bring some options. Sorry for the noise. It's already all packed, so I'm like unpacking to show you. But I am going to bring this one muslin blanket. This will be great mainly for the car ride home if it's not too cold, or just having an option when we're holding him in the room. It's just a little softer than the hospital blankets. And then if we need an actual swaddle, I'm going to bring my favorite swaddle. I'm going to bring two of them. I love Velcro swaddles. They are our absolute favorite. Of course, I don't know if he will like them, but our daughter loved them. I found them so much easier than dealing with like manual blanket swaddles. And they just get like nice and bundled and get that sensation that they're actually seeking without like fighting it all the time. So I'm very excited to see how these go. Even if we don't use them too much in the hospital, we will definitely be using them once we're back home. So curious to see if these get used or not. I'm also going to bring two burp cloths. These are our favorite burp cloths. We like have hundreds of them at home. I'm just going to go ahead and bring two. I'm mainly thinking we might need them on the car ride home, possibly if he spits up. We will probably just use the stuff the hospital has while we're there, but I wanted to bring them just in case. I also feel like I kind of have a blurry memory on the burp cloth situation at the hospital, so just makes me feel better to bring a couple. And then we're bringing his Lovey. So our daughter loves her Lovey. It's a unicorn. We got him this little blue bear one. We have some other ones at home too, so I know he won't really care about this yet, but we wanted to go ahead and bring it just to start to kind of introduce the comfort item. Like I said, we did that with my daughter, so we're just gonna do that again. Okay, we are all done with clothes, so let's talk other baby accessories. For sanitary stuff, we are bringing these passy wipes just in case he's dropping his passy or we need a quick way to clean them. And then I'm also bringing this hand sanitizer. This will be great for us to use if we need it, but also when my 2-year-old daughter comes to visit us, we can make sure she can hand sanitize as well. Even though we're bringing the sound machine I showed you that's on the outside of our diaper bag, we're also bringing one of my favorite things for newborns, the baby shusher. It sounds crazy, but it is such a huge help when it comes to soothing a newborn because it sounds like a human shushing. Let me see if I can get it to work. Again, very simple, very strange, but it works. We brought this to the hospital with us last time. We put it near her right away when she was sleeping, and I genuinely felt like it helped soothe her and helped us just get a little bit more shut-eye in those key moments where we were really needing it. We're also going to bring this nightlight with us. You've probably seen it all over TikTok. You just get it off Amazon, but it's the kind that dims and brightens, and it's just really, really versatile and flexible. We brought our big Hatch sound machine and nightlight last time, and it was too cumbersome to set up because it requires Wi-Fi, and it just like wasn't as easy as I had hoped while we were in the hospital. So I'm really excited to have this because at nights, while it's not dark enough to sleep all the time, there are some moments where you do want a little bit of light to either find something in your bag or go to the bathroom or nurse or do something for the baby, and it's nice to just have the option. And this is so small and easy to whip out and bring with you, so I'm excited to see how much we like it this time since this is a new thing for us. We also have a little bag of tech stuff. So this is going to be a charger for me. It's like a 10-foot charger for my phone, as well as a charger for the sound machine and the nightlight, just in case we need them. They're fully charged, so I'm not sure we will, but figured better safe than sorry. Okay, that's everything for baby, and there is just one more bag that looks big, but it barely has anything in it. Let me explain. So attached to this bag is our Boppy. This is just going to be great to help us get comfortable when we're breastfeeding, especially when you have a C-section. Some of the breastfeeding pillows are a little low on your incision, so this will just be nice for us to get used to that. And it's just going to be like something we throw on top of our bags like you saw. And then this big weekender bag has like 3 things in it basically. So the very front zipper here, we've got some stuff for breastfeeding and nipple care that just didn't fit in my suitcase. Plus I figured it'll be easier to access this way. So we've just got some nipple pad covers. We've got a colostrum collector. Some people start producing colostrum before they have a baby. I am not trying to induce labor and hand express at home and try, but you will produce colostrum the first couple of days when your milk is coming in. So this can be a nice, easy way to collect it. So I'm bringing that. This is pre-sanitized. It's this nice little kit from Haakaa. Then I have some general nipple care stuff. So I've got nipple butter, which is great because you can put it on right before you breastfeed. The baby can have it. It's fine. I've also heard this makes pumping easier, which I never tried last time. So we'll try that this time around. Also bringing Silverettes. I've heard these are like magic for healing your nipples, which is one of my biggest issues with breastfeeding and pumping last time was the nipple pain and discomfort and cracking and bleeding and all of that. So I'm very excited to try these Silverettes and see if they help as much as everyone says. Also bringing nipple shields just in case we need those. And then I've got a handful of these breast pump wipes. So just to help clean things in between, even though I'm not bringing my pump, we could use this on the nipple shields. We could use it on the Silverettes, I think. I just kind of wanted to have these as an option to like quickly wipe things down. Also bringing these breast massagers. These are also a new product I did not have last time. There's a set of 2 in here. Supposedly they are amazing for helping your milk come in. I see people using it during pumping and feeding. So I'm very excited to try these out. While I'm not bringing my full pump, I am gonna bring some things to hopefully help catch milk. So I'm bringing the Elvie Curve. This is kind of like the Haakaa. It's a more manual pump that I could put on and try to hand express. Obviously I haven't used it, so I'm curious if I'd like it compared to the Haakaa, but I'm gonna bring this. And then I'm also bringing the Elvie Catch. So I'm under the impression these are meant to be worn in between feedings to catch milk, and usually instead of wearing nipple pads. So that way it can kind of casually catch anything that's coming in. I think I could also probably wear it instead of the Curve if I just wanna catch on the opposite breast. So we'll see. Again, these are new products to me. I don't know exactly how much I will use them or like them, but I want to bring them with me. Now, when it comes to what's in the bag, it's only 2 things. It's blankets. We could easily choose to just carry these if we don't want to mess with the bag, but I do think that it'll be nice to have the bag option so we can throw supplies in the bag. Like we can take the blankets out and throw in hospital supplies in here if we want to. Plus this bag can just go right on top of my rolling suitcase. So we're gonna plan on bringing it. But I just have a blanket for the baby. This is just a really nice, I think this is from Kite Baby. It's a little gray blanket, just super, super simple, but it's nice and cozy. So this will be great for not only the car ride home if it is chilly, but I really like having a little heavier duty cozy blanket for doing skin to skin or just cozy time with the baby in the hospital. Last time with Kelly, I brought like a furry fuzzy blanket that was a little too much. So I think this will be like a nice happy medium, and this will be his main blanket at home anyways. And then I don't even want to pull it all the way out because it's such a pain, but I have this gigantic blanket from Target, but it is so, so, so soft and cozy and big. And this is purely a comfort item. Like people are totally fine with hospital blankets. I just remember last time when we brought this same blanket, the gray version, I just felt so much more at home when I was in the hospital for a couple of days, and I genuinely felt more comfortable. So I kind of want to bring it again. It just makes me feel better when you're recovering, to feel that comfortable, to feel like you're in your bed, and then also having your newborn baby on something so soft and cozy always feels really nice. So that is all that is inside this bag. So those 2 blankets. Something that is not pictured is also a pillow. So I'm going to be bringing one of my pillows from home. Again, that is just a pure comfort item. You don't have to have that. I just know that I really enjoy feeling comfortable. And if I can have a nice pillow to my likings, it's gonna make me sleep better, it's gonna make me rest better, it's gonna make me feel happier, so it's totally worth it for me. So that's everything I have packed so far. The last couple of things that I don't have packed that I will be throwing in last minute are things like my wallet, my phone, my AirPods. I mentioned earlier I'll be throwing my vitamins in there. I'll also be throwing in, my glasses. So a couple of last minute cosmetics like that. And I have a little note on my phone where I have all of that listed out so I can just kind of grab it and not have to think about it whenever we head to the hospital. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of everything we're bringing to the hospital for me and for baby and for our comfort. If you have any questions about any of the products I mentioned, check the description below because I am going to be linking to them. And if you have any suggestions for something I've forgotten or want to share your favorite things to take to the hospital or any other questions, definitely let me know. I'd also be interested to know if you want another follow-up video postpartum on what I actually used, because I would be more than happy to make that. And I think it would be really fun to even like remember that, to document it so I remember. But yeah, let me know, and thanks so much for watching.